What's up, this is Jake with Hike 734, hiking the Purple Mountain Trail in Yellowstone National Park. And the trail is found at just east of Madison Junction along the Grand Loop Road. And it's about 3.5 miles long and gains almost 1,500 feet of elevation. And it's just a real steady climb. Like I would not say it's steep at all. It's just steady all the way up. And yeah, you just start out and start climbing in lodgepole. And one thing I really like about the lodgepole in this area is it's nice and spaced out. So as you're climbing, you end up getting really cool. You just get to look out into the woods. Sometimes lodgepole can be super dense and you don't have any views of anything. So I don't know if you're gonna see a whole lot of bigger animals on this trip. I think it's mostly gonna be like squirrels and birds and flowers. But it's south facing, so it dries out pretty early, and there is no water. So make sure you bring water along the trail. But as you go, it's just kind of cool to see the different changes in terrain as you gain elevation and kind of work your way into kind of the eastern faces of things and what have you. But as you finally get higher, it starts to get even more dry, but the trees get shorter and more spaced out, so you're able to start really looking out and see the junction of the Firehole and the Gibbons rivers as they become the Madison River, which is pretty sweet. And then finally you keep climbing, and then you get to really what's the top of the ridge, and it's just kind of this really nice mellow walk, and you pass the cone. I believe it's the cone of the mountain actually, which is kind of fun. But eventually you just break out into the really cool views. And the nice thing about it is, even though there's definitely some trees up at the top, you're able to get some semblance of views, which is awesome, and always a nice reward when you're out climbing something. And it's really neat because you can see down, actually all the way down south into the Tetons, and kind of looking out to the fountain paint pots and the Midway Geyser Basin. And so just some really cool things as you're looking down onto the Firehole and Gibbons rivers. And so anyways, a nice hike overall. I really like it. It's not a killer hike, but it's a steady up, and so that also means it's a steady down. So, almost 7 miles round trip. So anyways, I'm Jake with Hike 734, hiking the Purple Mountain Trail in Yellowstone National Park near Madison Junction. If you like this video, subscribe on YouTube and head over to hike734.com for more goodness.